everyone, how are we doing? I hope you're doing well. Now first let us address the elephant in the room. Yes, I've done my makeup. I thought it was a good idea to copy off James Charles. I saw he had done a video with Madison Beer and I thought, oh, that's an amazing look. Maybe I should try that for my video. And it turned out like this. However, in the spirit of Halloween, I thought, why not? Let's just keep it. I've got a very exciting video for you today. I've put together a list again of top 10, however, family friendly movies that we can all enjoy this Halloween. Now of course we're not trick-or-treating this year, which is kind of sad. However, you know, it is what it is. And we've got to embrace that, haven't we? So anyway, let's kick this off. So first I have for you The Little Vampire, which was brought out in 2000. It follows a young little boy. He moves to Scotland with his family. He's not enjoying school, he's getting a bit bullied. However, then something magical happens. He befriends a little boy vampire and his family. I absolutely loved this when I was growing up. I 100% wanted to be the little girl vampire. I remember the whistling scene and literally just tried to whistle all the time. Absolutely love it, and I think your family will as well. The next one I have for you is Monster House, which was brought out in 2006. Now Monster House, when I first watched it I thought, is this for children? Like, I know it's an animation, but is this for kids? Because I think if I was a child, now nothing really scares me that much, but if I was a child, I think I'd kind of be a bit scared of this, which is, you're probably now thinking, why is this on your list, Amy, then? I honestly think this is an amazing film. The film centres around three best friends. Now these best friends think, head on, this McFishy over the neighbour's house. They believe that the house is a monster, and of course it does turn out that it is. Now the film features a very creepy old man, but again this will definitely get you and your family in the Halloween spirit, so I highly recommend that you go and watch it. Next, I couldn't not include this film. I absolutely loved it when I was growing up, and it's Casper, which is based on the cartoon Casper. This film was brought out in 1995, so I'm pretty sure all the 90s babies out there will remember it. Now, all you 90s babies, you're probably parents now. I'm not, I'm just enjoying Halloween on my own as a 26-year-old. However, I think most of you that were born in the 90s probably are, therefore, why not introduce your children to it? Introduce another generation to this absolute classic. Now, the film centres around this woman. Well, it doesn't centre around her, it centres around someone else. It centres around Casper. However, it includes a woman who's literally just inherited this house from her relative. Yeah, she's just inherited a house from this relative and she believes that the house is haunted. Therefore, she hires an exorcist who brings along his daughter. Now, of course, the daughter is going to befriend Casper, and the adventure goes on from there. Absolutely love this film. It's still a classic and will certainly get you in the Halloween mood. Next, I couldn't not include this. I know it's probably not a lot of people's favourites. However, it's Disney's The Haunted Mansion, which stars Eddie Murphy as Jim Evans of Evans Real Estate. I had to do that because, you know, he's like that. Jim Evans of Evans Real Estate. So the film centres around workaholic Jim Evans. Now he promises his wife after missing his anniversary that he will take her and the family on a weekend getaway. Now of course, being a workaholic, when you receive a phone call saying, look, come view this lovely house, you'll probably make a lot of money. You're going to go, alright then, alright. I will. Of course he doesn't listen to the wife. He brings the whole family along to the viewing, and that's when some spooky things happen. The next one I have on here is my sister's favourite movie, and that is The Addams Family. Well, actually, to stand correct, her favourite movie is The Addams Family Values. However, you can link them both together. Now, this film is a 90s classic. It's based on the cartoon. It's based around the characters created by Charles Addams. Now, this follows a very, very eccentric family, which I'm pretty sure you've all heard of. They're bizarre. They're a bit strange. They're a bit kooky. What's the song? They're creepy and they're spooky. They're all together kooky. The Addams Family. Da 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 da. 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 Have to do that, don't you? This is an absolute Halloween classic. Lots of people recreate Morticia for Halloween, don't they? So you've got to put it on a movie list. The next one I have up for you is an 80s classic. Now, I was debating whether or not this should go on the adult video that I've just filmed or if it should be on the children's one. I chose to put it on the children's one because when I was a kid, I watched this and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm absolutely fine. I'm not weird at all. I think your kids can handle this one as well, and it has to be The Gremlins. The film centers around a guy who has just got a present off his dad from China, and it's a different pet. It's a different kind of species. Very odd, very weird, and he names it Gizmo. Now, I don't know about you, but if someone gave you a pet and said, okay, there's 3 rules to this pet. You can't get it wet, and you can't feed it after a certain time. And to be honest, I can't remember the 3rd rule. If anybody remembers it, comment down below. Wouldn't you kind of be questioning and being like, is this appropriate to take back to the United States? Probably not. And you can only guess what happens. He gets it wet, 5 more appear. He feeds it at the wrong time, to which then turns them evil and they create havoc around the town. This is a brilliant movie. Thoroughly enjoy it. Now, the next one that I have for you is Hotel Transylvania, which was brought out in 2012. Now, sometimes when Addams Family brings things out, I don't know whether I'm gonna love it or hate it. I feel like Addams Family is a bit like Marmite. I love him sometimes, and other times I'm just like, ugh. But this time round I absolutely loved it, and so did my little brother as well. So Hotel Transylvania centers around Dracula. Now Dracula owns a hotel and he also has a daughter, to which then she discovers a human. A human comes along to the hotel and he tries his absolute best to make sure that his daughter doesn't fall in love with the human. If you watch this, it's absolutely brilliant. Children love it. My brother absolutely loved it. Now, a list couldn't exist without Tim Burton. Next up, I have for you not 1 but 2 Tim Burton movies. The first is The Corpse Bride. Absolutely love this. It stars, well, it's an animation and Johnny Depp voices the main bloke. The film centers around a man who is due to get married. He gets a bit nervous and he can't do his vows properly, so he goes out into the woods, as you would, you know, goes out into the woods to practice how he's gonna say I do, and then he puts the ring on a tree, and then the tree turns into the corpse bride, and she's like, oh, I will marry you, thank you, I will. And then the story goes along from there, and he's like, oh God, I've proposed to this corpse bride, how do I get out of this? I hope I've sold it to you. It's an amazing movie. And of course, the next one I have is The Nightmare Before Christmas. Now, it has been debated whether this is a Christmas film or if this is a Halloween film. Personally, I don't think this debate matters. I think you can watch it anytime. I think you could watch it at Easter if you wanted. It's that good, you know. Why wait till a specific time of year to watch a film that you really enjoy? However, I do believe Tim Burton has said that it is a Halloween film. However, correct us down below if I am wrong. Now, The Nightmare Before Christmas stars Jack Skellington. So he lives in Halloween Town. So he lives with all of these cookie characters, and basically their lives revolve around Halloween and scaring children. They have absolutely no idea that Easter exists, that Valentine's Day exists, and that Christmas exists. That is until Jack Skellington, oh, another one, he goes off into the woods. And he discovers different trees. One of them has a turkey on it, one of them has a heart on it, one of them has, ooh, what's that? Christmas. And then he discovers Christmas, and that is, well, it's when things start to happen. Again, an absolute family favourite. Nothing better than getting a lovely cuddly blanket and watching this. And then the last one that I have for you on my list, and I think people would have been like, oh, why you not included this? Hocus Pocus. An absolute 90s favourite. It basically centres around 3 witches, Sanderson sisters. So in the 1800s, we'll say, give or take, could be wrong. Yeah, Amy, give or take 100 years. You were definitely wrong. It was actually in 1693. Well done, Amy. Well done. they get the chop, they get hanged. It's not very pleasant. You kind of see their legs dangling, and when I watched this again, I was like, I don't remember that happening, but it does. It does, but I think I'm sure children can deal with it. It's absolutely fine. And anyways, before they're hung, they pledge that they will return on Halloween night. Now, the way that they will do this is if a virgin blows out the black flame candle. Now, for years, absolutely nobody touches this candle, because why would you? Even if you thought it was fake, why would you want to risk it? But then, of course, a 90s kid comes along and he blows the candle out. Of course, it was a guy, it wasn't a girl. Do with that information as you will. And then the lovely Sanderson sisters return and wreak havoc in the modern world. I'm sure all of you have watched this before, but of course I couldn't not put it on the list. Thank you everyone so much. If you stuck with us, well done. Thank you so much for coming towards the end. Please stay tuned for another video coming up this week. I mean, you don't have to stay on my channel all week, that sounded a bit wrong. But I will have for you last minute Halloween ideas. If you like this video, please subscribe. I'd absolutely love to see your faces again, even though I don't see them because I'm talking to myself at the moment. Anyways, happy Halloween. Thank you so much everyone. Toodaloo.